Hey everybody, this is Kim with Kim's Creations and Card Ministries. I am coming to you on a pre-recorded video. Today is February the 11th, 2026. It's about 8:15 in the evening. I haven't done a video in a very, very long time. Trying to get my lighting and everything right without glares. So we'll see how this video goes. I'm working on Valentine cards this evening. And I have this little kit that I bought. Don't remember which catalog or whatever it is, but it is called Love Notes. It's a 6x6 paper pack, mix and match designer series paper. So we'll look and see what's in here. We have this. I think there was 8 of each sheet, and this. I'll go back to my page there again in a minute. So this is one side of everything. This one. And this one. And this one. There's this one. And this one. And I think that was all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's all. So front and back of this one is just generic paper. Front and back of this one. The front and back of this one. And the front and back of this one. The front and back of this one. And then the front and back of this one. So I'm trying to get a handful of Valentine cards made for this weekend and to give to some of my co-workers and to my children. I'll show you the few that I've made so far. Anyway, I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. I am on my Facebook page as Kim's Creations and Card Ministry. That's KIM''S. Creations with a K, the and sign. Card Ministry. If you want to reach me, you can text me at my phone number there. My email is kimscreations.cards with a K and a K, kimscreations.cards@gmail. And then I will be uploading this to my YouTube page. All right, so here's the cards that I made last night with this paper pack. So this is the first one. I did use this little thing right here. And I used this, obviously, right here that's on this page. And I used the back of this, the blue. So, and then I used this Azure Afternoon for my cardstock. And it's this nice little, it's a little fun fold here. I turned this little guy into a tag. Here comes my puppy. Hey, Brody. Brody has been sick, and I'm hoping he don't come in here and go pee-pee on my floor. You need to go out there to go pee-pee, okay? Go find a pee-pee pad, not on my rug, okay? Good boy. Go on back out. Go on back out. Out, Brody. Oh, nope. You need to go out. Nope. Brody. 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 No. You need to go out. Go. Go on out. Go on out. I'm going to end up stopping this video and starting over. Brody, go out. Out. Go on out. No. Go. Go out. Out. Go. All right. Thank you. think I can stop and restart my videos. I will be right back, so I don't have to start over. We'll get him a bite to eat. Hey, bro, you want some food? There you go. Well, he's laying down. If he comes. Oh! Thank you, kitty. You knocked it over. This is why I haven't done videos in a long time. Right here. I'm sorry. Between my cats and my dog that is sick and dying. Really, he's old. I haven't been on here in a long time. I have a lot of catching up to do. But anyway, things about this time last year, things started going downhill, and it's just continued that way, and I'm still that way. Anyway, let's go on. Card therapy. So I made this cute little card here and did the prop up. So I think the stamp sets I'm using are probably old. I don't know. I did use the punch a little bit that came with this bee, Builder Bee. You can still get that Builder Bee punch. I've been using it. I used a little heart out of this set. I have no idea if this is still a good set or not. There are hearts in this. It's an older set. Came with a punch. I used this little thing that was in it. Oh, I used this Happy Valentine's Day, and I Love That We Were Friends. Came out of this country bouquet. But yeah, I mean, you can use any sentiments that you want to. So here's this card, and I ended up making two like that one, and I put envelopes with them too somewhere. Okay, yeah, so I did an envelope to go with them. So, and then here's this one. All right, so there's two cards. And it says something sweet for someone sweet, so I guess I'll put a little mini box of candy with it or something. Some conversation hearts. All right, and then the next card I did, actually, the next card I did, I was kind of fancy actually, is this card right here. And here's the matching envelope to go with it. So let me find what I did to make it. All right, so this sheet right here is the page I used for it. I hear the dog again. And I just cut a 1-inch strip to go here and a 1-inch strip of this to go here. And then on the inside, I used that heart stamp, and I Love That We Are Friends. I had punched a couple stamps out of the Bee Builder punch. Punched out this petal pink heart. I punched this heart out of one of the papers. Which paper did I punch it out of? This, at the back of this. I had punched some hearts out of it, and so I put that heart behind it. But this piece of paper right here on the back, I decided to fussy cut this out and used it here. And I don't know, I mean, you can use any kind of ribbon, but I still had some of this gold weave. This gold weave ribbon, which I love. And I don't, she keeps knocking over the gate. And that was to keep the dog out, but the cat keeps knocking it over. And glued that down and put this on dimensionals on top of it. I used some of those little hearts to put on top. I just was real tickled how pretty this is. Oh, and I stamped off on that heart and used the same color. So that same color, I can't remember what that technique's called, where you stamp the same color onto the paper. But I stamped off so it would be just very subtle. But I was real happy with how this card turned out. And then used this. There's my envelope. So I got that one. And then the next one is this one. And my envelope, I did the 3 hearts because it had 3 hearts on the front and the back of the envelope. So the leftover paper here was used here. And I used the Flirty Flamingo and used one of these blender brushes and put some Flirty Flamingo on that so it wasn't so white. I also did that on my little white strip right there. Again, I used some of that gold weave ribbon. I used this little thing that I cut out here and just put some real red paper behind it. It's on a Flirty Flamingo card. And then on the inside, there's one of those hearts that I had punched out of this piece of paper again. This came from when I cut up this. It came from that little frame there. So I'm trying to use up this paper. So there's that one. Is that all I made? I think I made that one. And I made this one. And I made 2 of these. And I was getting ready. I was starting on another one. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way. And I have to be careful about leaving things on my desk because the one cat, she gets into everything and messes up my desk and everything on it. So try to stick all my little pieces back in my card pack here. I had pre-stamped some Happy Valentine's Days. All right, and show y'all this in a minute that I did. Let me stick these back in here, put this in here. Okay, so there's my little cut up pieces, and then, oh, there's another one. Okay, so now I'm going to do another card. This time I'm using this piece, and what I did is I got a circle punch. I believe I used, not that. Oh, let's see if I'm still in video. I am. I used the 2. Did I use the 2 3/8? No, I must have just used the 2-inch. I think I just used, yeah, I just used the 2-inch. And I was just able to get all that in there. I had not really decided what I was going to do yet. I just know I wanted to do that. And then I'm going to save this piece to use on a collage page. I've been really been wanting to do a collage page, but I need to get my Valentine's finished. So I'm going to do that first. And then I will work on a collage page. So I might use this paper again for that. And what was the other thing that I was thinking about using? Oh, I was thinking about using this with this card. And then I guess the next question is, what color of card base do I want to use? Do I want to use the red or the flirty or the green? I'm kind of leaning toward a red card this time. So I'll cut my paper here. I know I'm going to use some green, so I'm going to get me out a piece of it. The garden green is the color that goes with it. And I had a hard time. It said it had cherry cobbler and real red. And I was struggling with which red. But I think in the end I ended up using, oh wait a minute, I have a piece already. It's out. It's not a full piece, but it'll be enough to make a card. I think I decided on the real red. So I'll cut this sure I have the right, yeah. Okay, 5.5. I'm gonna cut it at 5.5. I'm just gonna go with a standard card base right now because my creativity has kind of left the building. Sometimes once I get working though and get to doing things, the creativity comes back. It's kind of what happened to me last night when I did that really pretty card. So I was like, oh, can I come up with another really pretty one like that? I need to get some more light over here, but I don't want that glass pad. Sometimes they glare. I'm gonna put these cards away. If you need any help with how I made any of these cards, feel free to send me an email or you can text me and I'll be glad to help you with any of those cards designs. There's nothing spectacular about any of them. All right, so we'll fold this. I'll get my bone folder and burnish my edge a little bit here. And I'm gonna make sure we're not glaring. I don't think it's glaring. Okay. And so this is gonna need to go on something. So I think I'm gonna bring in my the flirty, maybe flirty flamingo. I also have that just plain piece that's pretty there. Oh, okay. Let me see. Let me get another piece of flirty though. I don't have another big piece. At some point, I'm probably going to have to order some paper. So it's been like pretty much been a year since I've done cards. I've like done 1 or 2 cards, but I really haven't done any cards in a year or more, longer, probably longer. I'm going to try this. It's an old punch. It's this, it's decorative circle. You could use any circle, or you could use a totally different shape if you want to. And you could use a square and just cut a square and put your circle on a square. That works too. Let's see. Yeah, I just wanted a hint of that color there. And I love this so much that I think I'm going to use another strip of it. Get my paper cutter. So pretty much I'm going to need a 5 1/4 piece. And so, but I'm going to go ahead. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the 5 1/4 here. We'll hang on that piece. I'll probably use it for something. I'm sorry, I'm probably off the screen. So anyway, I'm going to cut a 1-inch strip, and I want to cut it on this side because I want to save this back in case I decide to use it on something. And although I do have 7 more pieces of this paper, but still, I love this so much, but I also love this so much. Anyway, I'm going to cut my 1-inch off on this side, and I might make it more like, well, I don't want to cut my heart off. Yeah, it's just going to be a 1-inch strip. 1-inch strip. So when I did that, that still left this. So I can probably, I'll probably end up cutting this like in a little square and using it on a card. So, all right, so I have this piece. So I have this, but I don't think with this on there, I don't think I'm going to need that. Love you more. That was Ivy. Ivy's my tuxedo. And she is a sweet mess. I don't know if I'm going to want this on here too. It's really cute. I may put it on the inside, But honestly, I don't know that I want to do that either. That go, I can recreate that though. Which I might do. I could put some of that pretty, I just love this gold stuff so much. And I could use some of that. Let's see, what else do I have? Seems like I had. And I apologize. I'm probably using a lot of retired stuff. because I wasn't doing a lot of stamping. I wasn't buying a lot of stuff either. As a matter of fact, I probably bought way more than I needed to. I think I'll use this on this one to do something a little different. And then I'll need my inside piece, which I have one cut out already for the inside. And I think I'm going to put, oh, well, that might work. Although, that's kind of, again, I don't like that. I think I'm just going to stamp, instead of saying Happy Valentine's Day on the front, I'm going to just say something different. Love you more. Maybe just like hello, or let me see. I had some stuff out. I have just a hello on this. Hello, love you more. Beautiful motifs. And again, I have no idea if this is still current or not. If I had my iPad in here with me, I could look it up, but I don't have it right at the moment. I'm liking some of this other stuff, though, that I may use to stamp inside of this card. I'm going to put, I think I'm going to just say hello. Which is great to have in a stamp set. I actually have another hello over there on a stamp, but I don't know what set it goes to. It probably looks just like this one, and I have no idea what set. I've been going through my sets, trying to let some go, which I desperately need to do, and let some of my things go. Oh, are those white? No, those are not white. Okay, this is white. I was looking for a little white strip. And what color do I want my hello to be? Hello. Possibly just red. I don't want to get that paper I have here. I don't want this paper getting dirty. I need to move it. I need to move this paper and pull in this scrap that I was using instead. I had that there earlier because it was pretty. But I really would like to maybe use it on a card. So, alrighty. So we're going to try hello. Did I say the pink? Well, I'm going to stamp a pink one, so I'll have one. This is our Flirty Flamingo. Excuse me a minute. I got to get this under my head so I can see, get it straight. Hopefully it'll be straight. That's what I was going to do, was I was going to adjust my lamp so I could see better. But I don't want it to glare on my, that was not straight at all. I don't want it to glare on my page. All right, this is Sophie coming through. She's my tortie cat. Little Miss Sophie. Hey, baby girl. I think I'm going to use green next. You want up there? You can go up there. Go on. You want to go? You can go up there, baby. Come on up. She likes to get up on this upper cabinet that I have. There you go. Go on up. Go on up, baby. Hello. That was kind of low to the bottom. Hello. You don't want to go up there on the top? And then real red. I don't know why she didn't want to jump up there. There's a lot of stuff sitting there, but nothing to keep her from jumping. I'll slide some stuff over. So I don't know why she didn't. I was looking for, I pulled these out. So I did stamp, I take that back. I stamped some Christmas cards. And I had these were wet. They're barely wet anymore. I don't know. Oh, don't step in the ink. Oh, no, Ivy. See, she likes to play with everything, especially the ribbon. Ivy, you're going to have to move so you don't get in the ink. You got to move. You got to move. You got to go. Go. Go away. Go. Okay. I was going to stamp red. I had it open. I had to close it. And she came over. She would walk right in it and step on something I don't want her stepping in. I mean, I would love to get her paw prints, but then I would never get her paws clean because she would not come back to me to clean them. Okay. All right, got those done. Check my camera and make sure it didn't get moved. Okay, I think we're okay. Have no idea if this is going to turn out. We will find out. Just think I want to do a bow with this. So I'm going to do a bunny ear bow. It's usually about the only kind that I make. Unless I like just do a knot sometimes. Down a little bit. Oh, I'm up here with the ribbon and she's going to want it again. Go on, baby. Go somewhere. Not up here. Nope. I have to pin stuff down or she'll play with it. She thinks it's all a toy. I'm thinking I'm going to want the yellow hello. Get my scissors here, baby. Yellow. Did I say yellow? Yellow, hello. I think I did. See, she wants to play with my hello strip here. Hello, hello. Okay. And I will put them down in my paper pack so they don't get lost or run down the road with the cat. So I just stick them down in there. Okay. Nope. Okay, so I need to glue this piece up. Well, I was going to decide what I was going to stamp on the inside too. Oh yeah, I was looking at this. This is really pretty right here. I'm thinking about using that on the inside of my card. And then I'll stamp Happy Valentine's Day. I also really like this a lot, especially for my journals, which is the main reason I think I bought this, was for that one little stamp. Isn't that crazy? So I've gotten to where I really love doing the journals. But again, I've gotten so far behind on my card making that I need to do some cards. And then once I get a handful of those done, I will go back to with some journals. No, you can't have my ribbon. No, no. She's gonna claw me to death. No. Gosh. No. All right, and now, so I think I'm gonna use the Flirty Flamingo for this. Ugh. I'm going to use my stamping pad here because I've never used this stamp before and I don't know how. I'm thinking about doing it at the top. I'm going to stamp it here first because I really don't know what it looks like. Let's see what it looks like. So it's like got a top to a bottom kind of a thing going, or does it matter? I mean, it's just a design. I don't think it really matters which direction it goes. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to put it at the top. And I'm not sure I stamped it real great. Or if that's just the stamp. Of course, my ink could be getting a little low on this too. And then I'm going to do this at the bottom. And I'm off the camera. I'm sorry about that. Get back on camera. Push my thing up a little bit there. All right, let's find my ribbon. I'm sitting on it. I probably messed up my bow. Let's see. No, it's not too bad. Okay, and then I will stamp Happy Valentine's Day on the inside. I'm not gonna do it right in the center. I'm gonna do, it looks dirty, but I've used it a lot. And the red inks tend to dye your, these stamps, these photopolymer stamps. The red inks tend to stain them pretty well. Something I do want to do, because I want to bring some of this green into this card. So I had that little branchy thing that I had used on one of the other ones. It's this little thing right here. Isn't it pretty? I'm going to do it. Do I want to do it on the bottom? Yeah, I think I'll do it here. And that goes up, but that's okay. I'll do it here. I kind of want to go get the tiny, tiny heart that I have out of, I think it's in that bead set. There's a tiny heart right there, and there's 3 little tiny hearts right there. I'm going to use this tiny heart right there. Get me another little block. See how that'll look. It'll be just about right. I'll put it right there. And I'll do it in red. Okay. Do that in red. See how it's going to work. I haven't used it in a long time. Oh, it's so cute. So I'm going to put it right there. Yay. Hopefully my head wasn't blocking. If it was, I'm so sorry. Okay. So, got all those. Ink over here. All right, so now I can glue this into the inside of my card. Okay. So I bought one of these, I think it was last year. I think it was Christmas a year ago. And I bought one of these paper packs with Christmas stuff. I couldn't figure out what in the world to do with it. I mean, if I were scrapbooking still, I'm sure I would have had plenty of uses for it. But I wasn't scrapbooking, so I think it is sold mostly with scrapbookers in mind. So when I got the Valentine set, I didn't really pay that much attention to what it was. I just knew I needed some Valentine stuff because I pretty much don't have anything as far as paper. I only had stamps and I only have a few at that. I think I did order some heart die cuts though somewhere. I don't know where they are, but I think I did. Again, I'm cleaning stuff up. But anyway, do I want to do this on this side? No, I want it on this side. I like that better. But anyway, so pulling these out and using them, these papers, it's a little bit of a challenge because I think it was, what, 6 designs, and each design has maybe 8 pages or something. So they're all they're all very similar. And I was like, what am I going to do with all these little pieces? They're two-sided. They'd be great if I had kids and they had a classroom at school to go, I could attach them to a, a little baggie of candy or something. But I don't have that. I don't have anybody I'm doing that sort of thing for. I do have coworkers. I'm working a little part-time job, and I do have coworkers that I could give stuff to, but maybe a few friends. But I didn't really have anybody, any reason to have that kind of, these kind of type things. And so, and it's a shame, I'll pull one of them out. It's a shame, to not be able to use both sides. But I mean, if I were punching a hole and tying a ribbon on them and putting it on a little gift bag, which is a great thing to do with them. And by all means, if you have kids or grandkids, to do that with, these would be awesome for that. And I could have maybe done something for my dad up at the nursing home. But by the time I was in a position to do anything, it was pretty much too late. So that didn't get done either. So I've been it's really challenging myself to use these and to use as many of them as I can. And my goal is to get like about 10 for coworkers done, and maybe get another. I have an elderly neighbor. I wouldn't mind taking her one. But really, I mean, and then for my kids, one for each of my kids, or in-law, or son-in-laws and daughter-in-law. So that would be 6 if I gave everybody their own card and didn't give them to couples. But I don't know that I'll get that many done. I don't know. We will see. Okay, I was going to put this on dimensionals, which I have right over here. There's some dimensionals. So again, this is probably not available anywhere, but I'm sure there's something similar to it. It's a golden vanilla, and I will probably use those little gold Valentine hearts again, more than likely. I don't know. I might pull out one of these hearts that I punched too. I don't know. The other thing I could have done, stamped this on here. I actually probably could still do that. I'd have to be really careful. I mean, I could do that. Maybe on the next one. I'm not going to try to do it now. But I could, like, put in the ink, stamp it off, and then stamp it on here. So use the same color and do that nice little pattern on there would be really pretty. I'll do that on the next one, because I'll probably do another one like this. And I'll try to do 2, and then I don't have to think too hard to get multiple ones. And I'm going to put that about there. And I'm going to stick my little hello in here somewhere. And I don't know if I'm going to put it on dimensionals or not. Oh, I did want to do a flag. So I do have a flag punch. But when they're this tiny, you have to use a sticky note to reach to get it in there. Which I do and have done and probably prefer to do because I'm not very good at this. But I just decided to do this tonight. Actually, I should have done the other side and stuck it there. Actually, I could still do that. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. I don't know if I got that straight or not. I did not. Is that any better? That's doggone close. That might be what I'm doing here. Okay. So we'll do it this way. And we will do it this way. Okay, and then it'll go here. I wonder if I can, I'm afraid to try to make it any straighter. If I do, I might cut off my O, and it'd be just easier to cut out another one. At this point, I'm sanding it a little bit, see if I can straighten it out. I don't know. It'll do. It'll be fine. It'll work. It's close enough. It's a handmade card. And because I don't know how well my snips are working, I know I had a new pair. I don't know which way to do these. This way. I'm using my sewing scissors because I know that they cut well. And I've got a pair of those that cut well, but I don't know if I have them out, if it's one of these pairs or if it's in a drawer. I don't know. Don't know. All right, I'm gonna stick this away and get it out of cat land. Okay. Cats can't get it. All right, and then I think. Oh, come on. Put it back on there. I think I'm just going to like put this on the side like that. Maybe I'll stick the hello. Hello, love you more. Let me put this up. I don't know if I'm out of y'all's vision or not. Do I want it up here? Ah, come on. Hello. Maybe I don't want the hello at all. Maybe I just want this. And I could just put this on with some glue dots. Whoop, there she went. She got up there. Maybe I need just one of my little hearts that I punched. See what I have here. I got some hearts. I got some little hearts that I've punched. I got a couple of these. Got some little ones like that. couple little bitty ones. Get them out. Get them out. Get out everything except that what I want to come out. Come on out. I want the little one out. They also stick in this this plastic stuff. They stick to it. The static. Oh my goodness. Let's get this guy. Get another one of these. All right. Let's see. Let's see how these look. I'm thinking put a little heart. Put a tiny one. Tiny heart. Oh, that one doesn't even look good. What's the deal with that? Guess who? Yes, I see you, Ivy Lane. I think what I'm gonna do, putting those all back. No ma'am, no ma'am. Nope. Yes, skedaddle, thank you, skedaddle. Go on. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to get this little piece of paper right here, and I'm going to get this bee builder punch right here, and I'm going to strategically cut if I can get it to fit. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm going to end up that'll work. If I didn't lose my little one. My little one's the one I want the most. Okay. And then maybe this color of the little one. I don't know if that's the right color I want or not. That and that. Where did this go? No. I want the petal pink, but I don't know what I did with my petal pink scrap from earlier. Not petal, yeah, petal pink. Oh, wait a minute. What did I punch that out of, actually? I probably punched it out of this. I did. I think I'm going to do that. I'll punch the big one out of this. Because I don't have to have that camera. I've got several of those, so. Alright, so I will put that there. This is going to go here. Let me pull this down a little bit. I hope I'm in camera. Okay, so this is here. This is going to go here. I think I'll put the bigger one here. And this one here. And this one here. I'll do that. Do Need my little sander. My punch isn't quite sharp enough because it's like leaving little slivers of paper. I'm not sure I like that color either though. Maybe I'll cut a Flirty Flamingo after all, or a couple of them. Let's do a Flirty, a little one. And do another one. Whoops. All right. Here we go. Got 2 Flirty Flamingo ones. So we've got that. Got that. And we've got that. Something like that. Okay. I'm still kind of thinking about my design. Okay, I think that. There we go. There we go. That'll work. I could have stamped hello in that little heart. That probably should have been what I did. I don't know if it'll fit. Actually, it might just. What y'all think? Should I do that? I'm going to do it, and I hope it works. All right, I'm going to be off the video. Sorry. So I can see. I'm hoping that I get it on there. All right. Hoping I got it on there. I did. And I kind of did it a little crooked on purpose, so that's fine. All right. And I need something. I'll need some glue dots, but let me go ahead and just regular glue this. I need the glue dots for my ribbon. Put this here. And I'll put that there. And I'm going to put this one here. Okay. And then I need glue dots for my ribbon. Just gotta figure out where they are. Oh, here we go. I had some in my drawer. I didn't have to go digging for them. That was good. And here we go. Pick it up. And I'll put one here. One here. And I just use my take your pick tool to pick these up. I find I really like using the glue dots for ribbon and bows. I really like it. It works the best. And I might need to do another one. I might not have put quite strategically in the right place. I'll stick one right here. They'll catch a little bit of the tail and a little bit of the bow. Like that. And I think this one's okay. So there's that. And then let's get some of these little gold hearts, which again, I have no idea if we still carry these or not. No clue. Don't know. I'm going to put a big one. And I use the glue dots for these also. Let me move these before I lose them. Oops. So this one right here. And I put a teeny tiny one. So these have 3 different sizes. So it's kind of cool. I'll put the tiny one here. And I'll put the middle size one. Whoops. I think I'm going to put a middle size one. Right. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Goes back. In there. Stick that in there. Okay. So, and then just one little final thing that I do on my cards, usually. Not all the time, but I try to do this most of the time, is I put a little something on the back, kind of like my little signature. And for the most part, I've just been using this little heart right here and putting it on the back. And it's kind of like my signature. And I could have stamped off and done it, and it would have been a little bit more subtle, but it's still fine. I need to do my envelope for this card. I'll go ahead and do that since I will need envelopes for all of them, because I plan on giving them away. Sometimes I make them and like take them to the nursing homes or something like that. And when I take them to those places, I don't take them in envelopes. I just let them hand them out like on their dinner trays and stuff. So, because the envelopes are so expensive, and they'll just get thrown away. I mean, the cards would get kept, but more than likely the envelopes are getting thrown away. So on this one, I think I'm going to use that little green thing and the heart on this one too. Actually, I might use the small heart, since I used the small heart inside the card. I'm going to do that this time. I'm going to do the small heart on the front of the card. Now these will probably all be getting hand delivered, so I don't have to worry about postage or non-machinable stamps. But sometimes when you have things sticking up, you don't want them going through the machines. So they might be okay to wait. They might even fit through the machine, but you don't want them to go through the machine because it might tear them up. It might tear up the machine, it might also, and your card, both. So, so the butterflies are what you get if they're like still just like a 1 ounce or whatever, but you don't want them going through the machine. And so I pretty much use those on, oh, kind of messed that up. I'm not going to worry about it. It's okay. It's okay. It's not that big a deal. No, I'm not sure who I'm going to give this one to. And I may do another one like this, same design, but maybe not use this. I might use something else there. I don't know. All right, so there's this card. And rather than taking up the time to do another card, because I've already at an hour, although I took several minutes at the beginning with my dog, I wanted to show you a couple things that I got, new items. I'm pretty sure these are all new items. So I got this sweet for Easter. I don't remember the name of the sweet, but it is an Easter sweet or bundle or something. It comes with the paper. I also got these little pre-done die cuts. Again, I'll have to figure out how to use them because I'm not using them in a scrapbook album. And it comes with some die cuts, and then this cute little set. I know a lot of demonstrators are already using it. I think that this was the $5 bonus set for February, and my understanding as of yesterday they still had some of these left. So if you place a $75 order, you can get this for $5. It's also bonus days, so you can use, if you spent money in January and you got bonus things, now's the time to use those. You need to redeem them sometime before the end of February. I don't know the exact date, but once I finish Valentine's, I'll try to get some cards with these. There's a pretty paper pack that's going on right now. I don't have that, but the paper pack is also $5 with a $75 order in the United States. I got this Nature Symphony. I just got the stamp set. I think. I'm pretty sure I just got stamp set because I got this in my last order. And this Service Essentials for the Heroes. There's also a die cut set to go with that. I did not get it. The Rainbow of Thanks. I'm pretty sure it also had die cuts to go with it. I did not get it. I want to make some thank you cards. And then the Shell Collection. So this is that 2-step stamps. You don't have to. You could just stamp this. But then if you want to, you could stamp like a shade of a color on top of it. So I think they're two-sided. I think that's how they worked last time I got them. So anyway, I just wanted to share with y'all. I got some more paper too. What did I get? I think this is still available, and you can't see it too great right here. It's called Lovely and Beautiful Designer Series paper. I think it's a specialty that it's got some gold foil. I'm going to take it out because that sticky piece will get stuck on the paper. This was why I got it. Why can't I just buy a whole pack of this paper? This paper I love. And there's the back. And there's another one that's just gorgeous. I'm going to make some note cards with these for gifts. Some gifts. And then it comes with that gold embossed piece. And that's on the back of that. And I'm like 99.9% sure that this is still current. And a lot of these pieces, a lot of these would be pretty for Easter. There's another really pretty. These are just my favorite. These are my favorite colors right here. That aren't ocean colors. My favorite non-ocean colors, because ocean colors are my favorite. So there's all those. If I can get it back in here without getting the sticky. I thought they quit using that sticky stuff, but they didn't. All right. So that's what I have that's new. And I appreciate if anybody will place an order with me. I really appreciate it. You get your own rewards now, so you get I believe it's 10% of anything you order. They also let you group orders with other people to save on shipping costs. So if you got friends that you want to order with, and I can help you with that if need be. Hadn't done it with anybody yet, but I could do that for you if we needed to do something like that. But anyway, and there's a really great joining special right now. If you join during the February joining time, and again, I don't know the exact cutoff date. We'd want to be sure of that. And if you join under me, I would also really appreciate it. So if you go on to the Stampin' Up website and search for demonstrator and put my name in, it should come up if you spell it correctly. But this is the new, hadn't even opened my box yet. I just got it in the mail yesterday. Including in your join kit, join special, is this positioning tool. That we got a new positioning tool. And like I said, I just got mine yesterday, so it's still in the package. So I'll have to figure out how to use it, which I'm going to do when I do those bunnies over there. I will be figuring out how to use it. Here's my instruction booklet. My positioner. It's got magnets. And you can... see if I can remember how I saw it done. And the magnets just stuck together. I don't know if that's an issue like it was with the old positioner. Okay, so you push down on it or something. I'll have to go back. I'll have to go figure out how to use it because I haven't had an opportunity to play with it yet. Okay. But you can put your little template in here and set your piece up. Already have like all the bunnies cut out, and then have the template in here, and then you can go and just stamp your bunny over and over again to the pieces you've already cut out, and so you don't have to worry about them cutting out right or not. So that's the positioner, and I will try to teach y'all, but this is included in when you join. Everything else is the same. You paid $99 to join. You get $125 worth of product, but in addition to the product, you also get this positioner. So it's a great joining special. And watch, I probably cannot figure out how to put it back in here in the box. Let's try turning it all that direction. So it's a great joining special. And if you were joined under me, I would be so grateful, because I'd like to get my status back up to silver sometime. Sometime I would like to get my status back up to silver, because I am no longer silver. Well, I haven't been silver for a while. Anyway, so last year, I told you about this time last year is when things started going haywire. I don't know how that was in here. Oh, it was on the side. It wasn't even in there like that. It was just on the side. Things started going haywire. I probably had already, I think I had mentioned a couple times that my mom was getting wonky. And I think I did a video at one point after she had fallen. She fell, hit her head, had to go to the emergency room. Sent her to a nursing home to try to get her strength back so she could get in and out of a chair by herself, because that was the problem. She couldn't manage getting up and down out of the chair, out of bed or anything, and just didn't have the strength anymore. So she never came home from the nursing home. She passed away there April the 29th of 2025. My dad was living at home, and I was living with him 5 or 6 days a week. My brother would be there the other couple of days a week. We had somebody from the VA that would come in the mornings, but then I needed to be over there every night to spend the night, and I was running back and forth from my house to take care of my pets, and anyway, it was too much, and we ended up putting my dad at the veterans home. But I mean, it is what it is. He could have been at the one 15 minutes from my house, but we didn't put him there. We put him at the one hour and a half, an hour 40 minutes from my house. So I don't get to see him as much as I'd like to. He's still living. He's got dementia. He still knows who I am, but he doesn't remember that my mama, his wife of 72, almost 73 years, has passed away. So it's sad. I'm still struggling with some of that and some of the guilt that comes along with it. And been sorting through their house and their belongings, and for some reason my brother wants to hurry up and get the house cleaned out, even though he says we're not going to sell it until after my dad dies. So we're doing that. And I'm doing most of that. I'm not finished. I'm still trying to go through a lot of the paperwork and the photo albums and things like that. Pretty much most of the furniture is gone. I had to let go a lot of their personal items and knickknacks. And so in the process, I'm trying to get some of my own knickknacks and wanting to downsize my own home. So I don't leave that mess to my kids. It's not an easy task, y'all. Anyway, so I'm still doing that. And in the process of working on all of that, my oldest daughter was diagnosed with breast cancer. And so she just recently started chemo treatment. She's not had surgery yet. The kind of cancer she has, they wanted to do the chemo first. So she's had 2 treatments. My little puppy, who's almost 16 years old, he's not been doing well. He's been having seizures. He doesn't know where he is. He wanders around the house. He pees and poops everywhere. I have to keep doors closed and just keep him in certain rooms. So yeah, that's the last year of my life, what's been going on. And so 2026 is going to be another challenging year because my daughter's chemo treatments are going to go to the end of July. Her surgery probably will not be till September of next year, so it's going to put her into another school year. And then she may end up having radiation into the following year and more surgery, so we just don't know. There's still a lot of unknowns. So if you're a praying kind of person, I appreciate your prayers. I appreciate if you like and share my video. And again, if you have any questions or whatever, just let me know. I'll try to get some more Valentine cards done and send you pictures of those as well. All right. Good night, everyone.